So white people have no culture. I'm sure you're all roadmen, gangsters, proper naughty boys, and all that bollocks, but I've just one question. Do you really think you're that much of a player?
Rockabye baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby cradle and know. After that booty call, little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I. For if I do, he's sure to cry. After he woke, little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, what a good boy am I.
They call themselves gangsters. No
Plum Jack Bull is called Jill, who's got a reputation for being up for a thrill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. Waking up the next day, his head's banging, but anyway, remembering he left Jill at the bottom of the hill, he make a call. So Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle and never went there again. So Jack said, little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Which is fuck it, I'll get over it, and blew up his guy and asked, do you know the Muffin Man? Not the Muffin Man, no, do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? How much do you need? Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye for 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Oh, wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. The blackbird asked Mary, Mary, quite a jury, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Now the blackbird gave the order to the kings, who's a grifter. But after mixing shots of tequila with some bifters, old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe and he called for his bowl and he called for his fiddlers three. What's the fiddlers three? Well, let's see. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. The king's an OG player with girls and bling. She was given the deal and off she trod to do her ting. The king's ladies are always working in on their toddies. She was off, she did trot to ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. Taking care on the streets, crossing the road, you might get mowed down. Cause London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Jack saw my fair lady, holding the Mary Jane. My fair lady has class and style. Jack knew he'd have to be insane, but Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over a candlestick and tried to play a blinder, smooth and nice. But the three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all run after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? Cause when it comes to my fair lady, fishes in the water, fishes in the sea, we all jump up with a 1, 2, 3. Now my fair lady is tough, she grew up rough, but got class with style and grace, yet carries a shank to put anyone in their place. It ain't for show, she ain't no hoe, she'll beat you black and blue. Cause where she grew up, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, and whipped them all soundly and put them to bed. One time there was a punter, goosey gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber, there I met an old man who wouldn't say his prayers. So I took him by his left leg and threw him down the stair on the street. Angry as can be, guess who he saw? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. The king, he don't play, organizes the land like it's fucking Judgment Day. Arthur a Bower has broken his band. He comes roaring up the land. King of Scots with all his power cannot turn Arthur of the Bower. The king hates hates to lose. As a mouse came along, sticking of booze, the king shouts, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock struck one. The mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. That fucking mouse just nicked Humpty Dumpty's Rolex watch.
Does this shameless, self-entitled rap about sex, drugs, stealing, murder, gangsters, hoes, and having connections now make white people proper OG players?
That guy's a gangster? I'm a gangster. I'm an OG original gangster, not him.